Stop sucking in your belly to make yourself look more thin. It's actually creating more problems than you realize, and here's why. The problem with sucking your belly is it creates a mismatch and a dysfunction of the mechanics of your diaphragm working with your pelvic floor. Under normal circumstances, every time we inhale and exhale, the diaphragm should descend upon inhalation. The pelvic floor should also synchronously descend. And then with each exhale, the diaphragm should ascend and the pelvic floor should also ascend. This is also synchronous. This synchronicity of movement between the pelvic floor and the diaphragm is absolutely essential for proper management of forces and pressures throughout our entire body, but especially our rib cage and pelvis. What ends up happening is that our diaphragm gets stuck in this position where it can't fully move into an exhaled state. When the belly is sucked in, this pushes things inwards and downwards, which is more likely to push our pelvic floor into a descended position and keep it there. With dysfunctional diaphragm and pelvic floor mechanics comes compensatory postural and breathing mechanics. Typically what we see in these circumstances is these people are sucking in their belly because their belly is pooched out due to them being in a little bit of this anterior pelvic tilt posture. And what's really interesting is that this flared position right here is also usually a descended position of your diaphragm and pelvic floor. It's a hyperinflated state or a hyperinhaled state. A better solution would be to get a better ability to exhale or get the diaphragm and pelvic floor into more of an ascended position, because you'll see if we exhale, that brings these areas closer together in more of a stacked position, and that will allow for so many of the benefits of that synchronicity between the diaphragm and pelvic floor returning. Here's an effective way you can start to do that. All you need for this is a small to medium-sized pillow and to sit on something in a setup so where your knees are slightly higher than your hips. Take the pillow and double fold it in half and wedge it as deep as you can in your hip crease like so.